Hi, how are you? I believe I messed up the title extremely. Yep, I messed up the title. Now, some YouTubers, they'd be able to go back and fix the title during the live stream. I cannot do that. It's right and wrong at the same time. I have 7. It is indeed 57. However, I didn't put episode 57. But I did put do not give up so easily. That's the important part. Why? Because we're doing this again. That's right. Giant repo. Giant fold. Mini repos. That's fun, Don. In why I said don't give up is here we found out once you beat this guy, which is extremely hard. We die a lot to him the first time around. There is another one. Actually, not even that. There's another two. That's right. After we defeat all them, all the death shadows, all the trolls, there are 2 more trolls. We can barely handle 1 troll. They bring about 2 more. Sadly, I'm pressing this button right here. Normally it brings up a selection of different spells. Nope, these are the only spells we're allowed to use. Deporso, Descendo, and 2 damaging spells, which, as you saw, clearly did not do much versus these guys. If I could somehow skip the giant death, that could be helpful. And we messed it up again. Take me. I strike you, now you strike me. Good job. We're gonna abandon that, and we're gonna come back to it. But not yet. No, no, no. First, we must get stronger. Much, much stronger. Who knows, we might not even be able to get strong enough. Because I still hate this. There's that one. And then there are two more. What the heck? Well, we got some other things we can at least do in the meantime. Side quest to get stronger. Because, I'm sorry, the required level for that is 23. They were level 32 and we couldn't do it. What the heck do you mean 23? Hogwarts board map. Go to Texture. Actually outside Hogsmeade. When we go to Hogsmeade and go here, we can at least get out relatively quickly. We at least be near the very edge. I still cannot believe it expects you to do that at level 23. It proves this game is rather hard. I don't even know that you can change difficulty. I don't even think that's an option. May I actually see, is that an option? No, not all. Change the text size. Interface. So, no. Not all an option. As hard as it is, so it shall be. Kinda easy or is blasphemy in this. Now,
are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
You said something about blackmail.
I'm ready to do what's
My
needed
favorite
to
kind of
calm
mail.
down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
So I do everything and she does nothing. Got it.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
I would assume verbally.
By the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Either verbally or by letter. Oh no, there's a third way to be blackmailed. I don't think so. I think Leto and Borbely are the only two.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Widely so. You were wise not to speak. You know what? You're a coward.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
I would say never tell the officer. Just because, personally, I wouldn't trust them. Mainly, one who does not do their job. Seems to find excuses
Otto Dibble works at
not to
Hogwarts.
do her job.
I should check there.
I'm sorry, works where? Bloodworks?
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help.
What?
I
Cravat?
spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
Now that's blackmail in the highest order.
It happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
About the note, how are you hiding the extortion? I kind of explained that, no, didn't he? Mr. Hill seems a fair man. No.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
I would.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now
I would think, when it comes to a man's daughter, or anyone's daughter, you know, reasonable thinking kind of goes out the window.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night
Clearly no.
and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
So he took both forms of blackmail. Oh, I see. Verbally and note. This game has had some stupid questions, but this might be the dumbest in my opinion. Why would Harlow take your husband and not you? It's called blackmail. That's simple.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Okay. Nothing ties this to him. That's the problem.
Worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Is that
with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
This isn't worth hanging on to. This is utter garbage in terms of law. It doesn't tie anything to Harlow. Which is very clever.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Ooh. Was she too kidnapped? This could be very interesting. Could be quite a story.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
I'm sorry, she can cast without or she can't?
Revelio.
That's a little bit confusing.
Hello, Mora.
Round and around we go. Very small house. Incredibly small. Incredibly useless.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
The cellar. Alright then. Down to the cellar we doth go. We've only been going 21 minutes. My. And that's what happens when you don't need breakfast.
There must be another way forward.
Boop. Boop. Yankity yankity.
The hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Find Natty. Find the book. Find the Lovelo. I do like optional things. So sure, we'll do that. Why not?
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Right, but what if I want to be loud and proud? What if I don't care about being seen? Because they're not gonna live. Whoa.
He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Arrogant. Just what I need. Hi, how are you?
I'll watch the light go out of your
Might want to look up.
Oh.
That's just the beginning. I'm just warming up. Had enough? Quite conductive, aren't we?
Wouldn't even let me do that half the time. I don't like that.
Personal. What are your thoughts on electricity?
Oh, I see that. Since he's an executioner, we can't do it.
Flash of inspiration.
Come on. sucks, but fine. They are annoying, you're making this game. I assume that's the letter.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Some ugly little totems. Alright. Let's go with that. Why not? Wait, did this not go? Oh, it does go through. To...
Revelio.
I don't know what this is. Place to eat, maybe? Very weird. Very weird looking place to eat. What's in the chest? We have no idea. Hello, little goat. Hello, goat.
Something afoot.
Allow me to put you out of misery. Expulso! Rookwoods don't go down easy. Might want to look up.
Alright. I don't like the idea of doing this. But we might need to go quietly. I shudder at the idea. Wait.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
I hate the idea. Very much so.
Better be sure I'm not seen.
Ah. Apparently we can run while we do it, but we cannot hold. It sucks. Very much so.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Oi.
Feldcroft was extraordinarily dull. Does no one put up a good fight anymore?
Patrol. Your eyes.
This is hard, but it's made harder by the fact I don't like going in quietly. Not all. I guess that's the only way.
Auntie must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
That's the only way to do it.
Sure, I'm not seen.
Fine. Yeah. I feel horrible doing this.
Using that girl as bait? No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone. Wear your guts for garters? What a silly threat.
My loyalty to Rookwood and no one else.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
If I likes it, I takes it.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing. Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our little visit.
Nothing even worth stealing in Murren.
Brockborough. Never failed.
Alright.
That's me, of course.
What? He's down at least.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
I still don't feel right doing this.
I couldn't wait to get out of it. I've robbed every
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here.
And right so.
Troll for what? Nothing ever happens. I
Alright.
used to be stationed near Irondale with
Wait
Selwyn.
for it.
Afraid to face me?
From above!
I prefer this port.
Hi. Luckily, his last two appear to be idiots. Which are very good.
Poems that was taken from Albus Filbert.
Very good for us.
Oi. Something not right. Well. Expulsion!
We need all attack.
That's mine!
Alright, now back to this.
There's not a thing worth
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Bagan Tig a visit.
Big and tied.
The girl's friend was coming knocking. Dangerous. Expulso! Rookwoods don't go down easy.
What are you, shy? I've seen more courage in a Porlock. Thought you could hide from me, did ya? Expulso!
Your bill's twice the pain if I have to come and find you.
Sadly, I think there's another one. Another boss. I hate them so much. But fine. Fine. Fine.
Expulsion! Flash of inspiration. Now, this has become personal. Expulsion! Want to look up? No. That all you got?
They can't.
And an Ashwinder, no less.
Nice. Very nice. Alright. Those and moving on. Oh, wait and see what's over here. What is over here? Stairs. I'm sorry, you telling me I could have avoided all of that? Seriously. I could have just went around it.
Natty must be here somewhere.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, it sounded like you were underwater. I heard none of that. I've yet to find the letter. So, I'm bored now, but thought it'd be somewhere on here.
Hello, Mora.
Like in this chest that magically appeared. Yeah. Now leave blackmail sign out. Nope. Some dudes want. I mean, to be fair, that is optional. And doesn't. So we'll just go ahead and do this.
Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you.
Hmm.
Are you alright?
I am alright. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
I'm gonna get even closer. Look, so close I ran directly into your cell. The men are good. Now run in her cell. And back out.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight.
Yeah.
These Ashwinders must pay.
These Ashwinders are dead. The ones that were here are dead. I made sure of it. Where is this love letter? My bad letter. Love letter. No? I thought you'd be here. There's something back here. Nope. It's just bit money. Nope. It's optional, it's fine. It's fine, it wasn't necessary. Not like that was the main objective. Just. Nope, do not it. There's that.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
That ain't gonna happen. Not because I know this game. Because I know a small something about the legal system. Not enough to be anyone's lawyer, not all, no. In fact, in terms of law, people don't want me to judge them. For instance, I have jury duty in a few days, and I'm trying to get out of it. Mainly because no one in their right mind would have me on their jury. I can be very convincing. I can be very stubborn. In terms of juries, my stubbornness will help my convincing. And I'm not someone that would go
I should
easy.
have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
No, this seems more like me. The authorities haven't done shit.
With all due respect, Officer,
They don't
the
help.
authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Sure, fine. Whatever. Leave me to my devices. Meet Poppy in the Forbidden Forest. As long as there's no fracking. I will have no fracking in the Forbidden Forest. I'm sorry, like I've said, I am a fan of Jeremy SF. And on his channel, they saw a little joke about fracking in the Forbidden Forest. Actually, no. Nobody got another boom upgrade. I kinda wanna fly the Hippogriff. I don't remember how to get off. Yeah. You're very picky about where I cannot descend, or where I cannot land.
We'll want to help. Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
That could end up in us dying.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Centaurs are known for being wise. They don't know any more than the rest does of us. They're just jokes.
I hope they can tell we're sincere, but Poppy, centaurs are just centaurs. They can't read your mind any better than I could.
Perhaps you're right. It's just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
Why is she hiding? Oh great, war horns. War horns and bows.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young.
Why are they all shoulders? That's what I want to know.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Sure, I guess we can do that.
Understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I trust him. I don't think. It was annoyingly cryptic. Is it? Yeah, that sounds more like me.
Been a bit clearer, or stayed a moment and answered our questions.
Centaurs can be cryptic. Gran says no one talks more in circles than a centaur. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
I know who does. Called politician.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Right. Well, I'll head to that cave. But not in this episode. This is where I edit. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, hit that like button and little bell icon if you see it. You might not. I never did. I subscribed to numerous YouTubers. I never saw a little bell icon. But deal. Come back. Come back, my friend. I want to ride you. Fine. When there's live stream out by walking very slowly into the lake. And more of a trot.